The trade tensions between the United States and Canada have just taken another dramatic, unnecessary turn. President Trump says Canada is paying the price not only for retaliatory tariffs, but also because Canadians responded with something he didn't expect: a nationwide elbows up movement choosing to buy Canadian and boycott some American products. But you're in for a long haul. It's going to happen worse because most Canadians are not traveling to the U.S. They are not buying the U.S. because guess what? Stupid price. That's what you want. You will certainly get it. Now, with the U.S. planning to impose 50% tariffs on hundreds of new Canadian products outside of CUSMA on August 19, Prime Minister Carney says he's already spoken directly to Trump. So, what does this mean for Canada's economy, business, and everyday consumers? Let's break it down. Trade relations between Canada and the United States have once again become front page news after Donald Trump announced plans for sweeping new tariffs on hundreds of Canadian products. Speaking about the decision, Trump argued that Canada has responded to previous U.S. tariffs with retaliatory measures. Duh. Did you think they were going to sit down and just let you alone have your say? No. Prime Minister Carney has to protect the people of Canada, Canadian sovereignty, and ensure that the farmers are okay, and which will trickle down to the consumers. So give me a break. But he didn't stop there. He also pointed to something happening beyond government policy: the response from ordinary Canadians. Referring to the elbows up movement, Trump suggested Canadians are choosing to stop buying certain American products, including liquor, in response to U.S. trade actions, and comments about Canadian sovereignty, where he was saying, oh, 51st state, as if he's disrespecting Canada. Whether you agree with Trump's assessment or not, one thing is clear: this trade dispute has expanded beyond economics and into public sentiment. Across Canada, many consumers have consciously chosen to support local businesses and purchase Canadian-made products wherever and whenever possible. The elbows up slogan has become more than just a catchy phrase. For many Canadians, it represents resilience, national pride, and a desire to support domestic industries during a period of economic uncertainty. And as Carney, they are also saying that they are going to trade within the provinces. So yes, everybody's going to feel it. The Americans are going to feel it. The Canadians are going to feel it. We are all in this, and we are going to feel it. But at the end of the day, Canada is going to come out more resilient, more stronger, and that is a point. We didn't ask for this fight, but we are not going to roll over and die either. Now the situation has escalated again. The United States has announced its intention to impose 50% tariffs on hundreds of additional Canadian products that fall outside the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, or CUSMA, beginning on August 19th. If implemented, these tariffs could affect a wide range of industries, potentially increasing costs for exporters and creating additional uncertainty for businesses on both sides of the border. Yes, everybody's going to feel it. Responding to the announcement, Prime Minister Carney confirmed that he spoke openly or directly with Trump earlier today. Carney described the conversation as part of an ongoing effort to protect Canadian interests while maintaining one of the world's largest trading relationships. Although details of their discussions have not been fully disclosed, the message from Ottawa is clear. Canada intends to continue engaging diplomatically while defending its workers, businesses, and economy. This latest development highlights just how interconnected the Canadian and American economies remain. every day billions of dollars worth of goods and services across the border. Thousands of businesses rely on stable trade rules, and millions of jobs in both countries depend on those economic ties. When tariffs increase, companies often face higher costs. Some businesses may absorb those costs while others pass them along to consumers through higher prices. That means the impact isn't limited to governments. It can eventually be felt by families, workers, and small businesses. Supporters of tariffs often argue they protect domestic industries and encourage manufacturing at home. Critics, however, warn that prolonged trade disputes can increase prices, disrupt supply chains, and create uncertainty for investors. As Canada and the United States continue negotiations, businesses will be watching closely to see whether a compromise can be reached before the proposed August 19th implementation date. Because while political leaders may debate trade policy, it's everyday workers, farmers, manufacturers, and consumers who often experience the real world effect. For now, all eyes remain on the ongoing discussions between Ottawa and Washington. Whether these proposed tariffs ultimately take effect or whether a negotiated solution can be reached will likely shape the next chapter of Canada-US trade relations. One thing is clear, this story is far from over. So what do you think, guys, about these proposed tariffs? Should Canada continue standing firm in response to US trade measures, or is it time for both countries to find a compromise before business and consumers feel an even greater impact? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. Bye for now.